Fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell, sand your shoes, walking blues, climb the fence, books and pens, I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Walk with me, Susie Lee, through the park and by the tree. We will rest upon the ground and look at all the bugs we found. Safely walk to school without a sound. Safely walk to school without a sound. Here we are, no one else. We're walking through by ourselves. There's dirt on our uniform.
Fantastic, bud. Absolutely brilliant.
Yep. Here we are, setting the tents up. We'll do that.
More than welcome.
But thanks for that, Rob. Anyway, yeah, we'll move swiftly on.
Some amazing sights, really, and I'm glad to be here. I can't wait to get walking now. Yeah, perversely enjoyable on the driving.
So I choke on the sun, and the days blur into one in the backs of my eyes, on the things I've never done. Sheets are swaying from an old clothesline, like a row of captured ghosts of old big crabs. There's never much but
cooking in the forest. So here we are in our camp, the first camp away from any civilization whatsoever.
Right, okay?
Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. You're only 300 meters from Tibet. Just going to go for a walk to Tibet. So here's the whole team in Tibet. Sorry, she's there quietly. Whole team in Tibet.
It was Rob, who's on the expedition, gave me a ring out of the blue and said there's a local firm who offers expeditions on Unclimbed Peak in Nepal. We've been long-term sort of walking buddies, and we've done quite a few walks, but nothing like this, and it was too good a chance to miss.
I received an email indirectly from another company, I think, and contacted my friend and colleague who's on the trip with me, and we signed up. Too sweet.
Well, last year after I'd done Tukal, I was looking to do something a bit different. Then I heard about Expedition Y's film night, so I came along to that, and basically I was hooked after that.
I was going to do Everest, and then I found out that everyone's doing Everest. And I spoke to John Tops's daughter, and she said, "Why don't you do an Unclimbed Peak?" I said, "Well, how do we do that then?" She said, "Well, speak to Brian Jackson, and then you'll be able to do it." So I thought, well, that's really good, and it's different, so it's got to be done.
I was actually sat at work with a colleague who also, like me, works for Expedition Wise, Mark Jones, and he just happened to mention that the company director, Brian,
That'll be me behind the camera.
handsome devil that he is.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, he just happened to mention that he did Unclimbed Peaks, and it's kind of got in my head a little bit, because you just grow up thinking they've all been done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out they really haven't. really have not. So I was talking to Mark, and then started looking into it from there.
But I've always wanted to go somewhere where there isn't anything other than the environment, so you're not distracted by all those things that you've got to put your hand in your pocket and buy something. And I've never been anywhere where you can't actually just pop out and get what you need.
Yep, and that's definitely been true on this expedition.
Yeah, and it really is an eye-opener, and especially walking alongside these porters, it's opened my eyes really to what some people have to put up with, and actually what you have to think about every day, really.
Nepal and Tibet, the Himalayas in general, is a place I always wants to go to, and whether it be the culture, the trekking, or the place in general, it's been a long time coming, so just glad to be here, really.
Because it sounded like a hell of a challenge. I've always wanted to do something to push myself to see how far I could go, and it just seemed the right thing. It was such an exciting opportunity to miss.
And you're raising money for charity?
Yeah, I'm raising money for the MS Society Wrexham branch, so everything we can raise for that it'll be amazing. And I think I'm getting the best deal of it myself, looking at that.
I put on it because it's a life changer. People go through life, same stuff, different day, and then whinge about it every day. And if you're going to whinge, just stop whinging. Just do something about it, because it's no good saying you're not happy with your job, or this isn't right. Life is what you make it. So if you want to do it, just go grab it, seize the day, carpe diem, and just take it by the horns.
So you're obviously doing this also for charity?
Yeah, Transformation for Veterans, dear to my heart. I've got a big history with the military, and I just think that it's a travesty the way that some of the guys are treated when they come back from any conflict, or when they get injured in the military from not a conflict. Usually they're forgotten, and another big sector that are forgotten are the children and wives, and that's where we're different.
Yeah, it was quite late booking. It was as much as you can. It's quite a spur of the moment thing. Is realised I was going to get quite fit where I was working over the summer in France, and I thought, rather than just letting it go to waste, actually do something with it. And turns out it's not much use when it comes to altitude, but
You're doing well. You're doing well.
no, it's just sort of put myself on, and it was too good an opportunity to miss, really. I don't know, is it possible to have dreams you didn't realise you had?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's like I said, you kind of grow up thinking they've all been done, and then suddenly realise they haven't, and there's a chance that you could be one of the first people to go up it. And it's, we've always done sort of climbing and mountaineering stuff in my family, and I thought, why not give it a go? See what it is, see what it's like here, and it's bigger, higher, further, harder than anything I've ever imagined.
It's just about going through what you thought was possible, and because it's just surprising when you reach down really deep what you can get.
This is something I've always wanted to do. I never had the opportunity, but I was certainly glad to take part in this package, which I suspect I wouldn't have done if it hadn't come along.
Really, from the last bit of what we've said, just to get out into the wild, proper wild, not packaged for the tourist. It's not this isn't a packaged environment where I'm seeing something that people think I want to see. I'm here because this is what I wanted to see. It's fantastic.
It's just taught me to slow down a little bit, really. Take life a little bit easier.
Right, well, my one big piece of advice is do a plan. Not like the business plans that the banks want. Do a life plan. Decide where you want to be. Also, decide where you are now and where you want to be, because you need to know the path, because that's simple. That's a simple strategy. And then just go for it.
You've got to get on with it. I mean, I'm 50 now. I've wanted to do this for 30 years, but sometimes it takes time. Sometimes other things get in the way, but keep an eye on it. And when you can, get it done. There's always an excuse. I could have said, the money for this, I could spend it on something else. I could have, but I've spent it on this, and I'm really glad of it.
I'm always taking the thought that providing you're not sort of hurting people and not putting yourself in debt emotionally or literally, financially, you should grab it with both hands, really. I think we spend too long metaphorically sitting behind a desk. I think we should grab life a little more firmly.
If you want to do something, take it by the horns and just do it. Don't let anything hold you back. You'll never know until you try it.
It's almost two contradictory bits of advice, really, which is one, every day do something a little bit to work towards whatever dream you've got. Okay. And the other one is if an opportunity like this drops on your lap, just go for it.
Okay.
So, just seize the day, get it, and just go for it. And we're all different guys on this. None of us are super athletes. It's just about putting one foot in front of the other enough times, and then you look around and you see, wow, vistas like that. I mean, what else do you need?
Do you feel the same when I'm away from you? Do you know the line that I'd walk for you? We could turn around or we could give it up, but we'll take what comes, take what comes. Oh, the storm is raging against us now. If you're afraid of falling, then don't look down. But we took the step, but we took the leap, and we'll take what comes, take what comes. Feel the wind in your hair, feel the rush way up here. We're walking the wire, love. We're walking the wire, love. We gotta be higher. Oh.
take this very slowly because we're at altitude. We're going to walk through. So we're going to walk through our tents. So follow me.
I take your hand when thunder rolls.
So you can see we're spread out. We've each got our one-man tent. At the moment we're drying a lot of our kit out just because it gets moisture during the night, when we're breathing on it. So we try and dry it out during the day. Every day's been like this so far, absolutely spectacular. If you look over here to the right, you'll see a rope set up. We're going to do a bit of Jumar work, rope work, practice just before lunch, using our Jumars, using our abseiling devices, just so we know what we're doing when we're actually on the rock. So let's keep on going through camp. So this is where we eat, breakfast and dinner. Normally lunch we're eating en route, and sometimes we get to a camp for lunch. So beautiful place, 6 people in here, table, chairs, real luxury. We have a little washing station here to keep ourselves clean, so we wash our hands before every time we eat. We can see Dawa Rita here. Dawa, wave at the camera. But Dawa Rita is one of our head Sherpa climbing guides. He's also a monk and has just performed our puja ceremony. So we're now going to go over towards our puja area. So here we have our puja area. We've just completed the puja ceremony. Put the prayer flags up that we took from the Bodhanath in Kathmandu. And the idea of this is sort of a blessing, prayers if you like, for our safety when we're on the mountain and the return. And also to ask for forgiveness for putting any damage into the mountain, because obviously we've got things that have got metal on, like our crampons, like our ice axes, and you're asking for forgiveness for harming the holy mountain. So if you look at our gear here, we placed our boots, our helmets, our crampons, our ice axes, our Jumars, and all our kits. You can see all our kits spread around the puja area. And then finally, if we look over this way, we'll see the cook tent. So our amazing crew cook for us every day, absolutely fantastic food. We're going to go and see the most important section of the whole camp. This is the most important people. These are all our cooks, our cook crew. Here we go in here. Here's all our cook guys, here's our famous guys. This is the main man, Amrit, and our other helpers. And we've got Mindu, climbing Sherpa here as well, and everybody else. Yeah, how are we doing, guys?
Oh, excellent, excellent.
So you've just heard the news that Advanced Base Camp has got a foot of snow. What do we think of that?
Take what comes, take what comes, love. Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you built a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, you're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. The only way you can know, you give it all you had. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain.
Are the first human footprints to ever come up to this plateau and up to this cirque area of mountains. to Advanced Base Camp. Congratulations. Congratulations, well done.
I swear I lived. Hope that you spend your days, but they all add up. And when that sun goes down, hope you raise your cup.
There's our peak in the distance there. So the final triangle in the distance is our top. We're going to try the South Ridge, that's the one on the right. And we're hoping to go up tonight. How are we all feeling about going up tonight, guys? Awesome. So you'll see that we're in this complete cirque of mountains, like a cul-de-sac of mountains. Absolutely spectacular. Our tents are laid out in an arc here. And if we pan round, we'll see the toilet tent over there, precariously perched on some rocks. We've got the Sherpas tents. The two climbing Sherpas are actually on the mountain today, setting up some fixed line for us so we can try and go for the summit tonight and tomorrow morning. And over here we have our mess tent and our cook tent. But as you can see, spectacular weather today, very, very blessed. Really looking forward to going for our peak tonight and tomorrow morning. If we try and pan up to see our peak, we've got the whole West Ridge going all the way up, all the way up, all the way up to the final triangle in the distance, and that's our summit. And we're going to probably try and do the South Ridge, so the ridge that goes along with those little puffs of cloud coming over the top now. So that's the South Ridge that we're going to attempt to do. Pretty spectacular. Hope you enjoyed the tour of our Advanced Base Camp. Thank you very much. We're off at daylight, dawn.
I was only walking through your neighborhood, saw you light on honey in the cold. I stood. Anywhere I go, there you are. Anywhere I go, there you are. I've been getting used to waking up with you. I've been getting used to waking up here. Anywhere I go, there you are. Anywhere I go, there you are.
Doing well, guys, doing well. Fantastic.
You're the fire and the flood, and I always feel you in my blood. Everything is fine when your head's resting next to mine, next to mine. You're the fire and the flood. Since we met, I feel a lightness in my step. You're miles away, but I still feel you. Anywhere I go, there you are. Anywhere I go, there you are. Late at night, when you can't fall asleep, I'll be lying right beside you, counting sheep. Anywhere I go, there you are. Anywhere I go, there you are. There you are. There you are.
See our camp way below. And what a beautiful panorama.
Now listen here, she said, boy, when you know, you'll know, and I know.
And there's the top of the ridge we're aiming for. And look, here comes Rob.
Wow, we're here. How good's that?
Woohoo! We're here, top of the world. Woohoo!
Since we met, I feel the lightness in my step.
Right, mate. Hold on.
Hardest thing you've ever done, bro.
Only on.
I go, there you are. Anywhere I go, there you are. Late at night, when you can't fall asleep, I'll be lying right beside you, counting sheep.
So here we are on the summit of Korland Parri Tippa. We're just going to get the height and see exactly what height we're at. We put the prayer flags on from the Bodhanath. We have Everest in the background. We have Makalu. We have Lhotse, Pumori, Gauri-Shankar. Absolutely fantastic view. Amazing team. Amazing climbing Sherpas who came up here and put all the 6 line in. Let's give a cheer for the climbing Sherpas! Another unclimbed peak, possibly my last. I can't say thank you to you guys enough. Thank you very much. Okay, cheer! Woo! You'll see Gauri-Shankar, the double peak, all the way along. This is all on the border of Tibet. I just want to zoom in on Everest. So there you can see on the right of your screen now, you can see Makalu. You go across, the first rock peak is Lhotse, then on to Everest, then Pumori, and we keep just going around. Just more and more spectacular. And I'll finish by drawing out and showing your amazing team once again. Here they all are. Looking a bit nervous because obviously we've got to get off this mountain now. So that was it. We're now going to take some shots of the descent. And this has been an amazing trip, guys. Absolutely spectacular. Concentrate on what you're doing. You're doing really well.
I don't know where to start. It's that light in your eye, filling up that dark. Though I lost myself, I know it's not the end. You're my shooting star. You make my heart ascend.
So this is the triumphant team walking back in. Woo! Well done, guys. Absolutely fan-bloody-tastic.
That was when I ruled the world.